Morning, everybody. It's 2 days before Christmas, and got a silly little project, honeydew kind of thing. And these little soap dispensers that have appeared magically all around my house need to be refilled. And these refills are actually kind of pricey. If you buy them, they're sealed. You can't get the lids off without breaking them. It's got a little, looks like a silicone gasket in there, and it goes on a battery operated mechanism that sits on your sink, and you put your hands underneath it and it automatically dispenses not near enough soap. So quite often around my house you'll hear me screaming from any number of washrooms saying, "Damn it, give me some soap." But regardless, my wife likes them, so I've got these soap dispensers. And she just bought a 55-gallon drum of some type of soap or other that she likes, and she says she wants me to come up with a way to refill these. Rather than try to take that apart and break the lid and try to figure out how to refill it the way the factory did it, I'm just going to pop a hole in this backside, and I've got some little plastic snap plugs here. These are actually for sheet metal. You drill a 1/2-inch hole, and you just insert them there. So you don't even have to take it out of the dispenser, drop a funnel in there and refill it. So I'm going to do that. And to do that, this might be interesting, I'm going to take a standard drill bit with a standard cut, and I'm going to grind it to a flat type. So anyone that's ever drilled plastic knows when you get into the plastic, it'll suck the drill bit in or pull the part out and make a kind of a triangular shaped hole, and it just makes a really ugly hole. So we're going to grind that flat, very similar to like a spade type drill that you drill wood with. So anyways, we're going to re-drill that, and I think I'm going to find a use for my my new vice jaws. I'm going to hold this, I'm going to transfer these over to the drill press and put this in the drill press and hold it. Hopefully that'll hold this. It's fairly sturdy. I'm going to try to crush it down just enough to get it parallel in the machine, and try to get a clean hole drilled in that plastic. If I kill one, I don't care. She's got 3 or 4 more there in the house that I can play with, but I'm going to see if I can get some clean 1/2-inch holes in the tops of those things. I'll show you that drill bit after it's ground, and then I'll show you again getting it set up and drilled. Okay, stay tuned. All right, we're back, and I got my drill bit ground here, and kind of focus on that a little bit. As you can see, it's V-shaped in towards the center, so it's going to cut just on the exterior of the diameter of the drill, and that works pretty much like a hole saw or maybe a Forstner bit that they use in wood. But I colored half of the grind with a felt pen so you can kind of see the angles I use. It's got a very slight back clearance, and it remains very sharp out at the exterior, so it's going to do all of its cutting right at the outside. The only trouble with these is you have to hold your work very securely because it doesn't want to pilot. There's no pilot in the center or anything, so it just wants to you want everything nice and sturdy when you're trying to make a cut like this. I've seen other people that grind an actual, like a brad point in the center with this flat type, and those are easily done too. It takes a little more talent on the grinder, possibly more talent than I possess. I haven't tried to do it, but maybe someday I'll give it a shot. But this is what I'm going to use to drill into that plastic, and we're going to video that and see how that goes. Stay tuned. And we're back. Now I've got my custom drill bit in there, and I'm kind of centered up over the hole. I think dial indicators and all that stuff are out when all bets are off when it comes to this kind of stuff. But I'm thinking a pretty high RPM is in order for this. I have the machine set to 100%. So, and I'm in the middle belt, so it's pretty quick. It's either going to get ugly really quick or it's just going to be really successful really quick. Let's see how she does. Had a little wiggle, but as you can see, it popped out a real clean hole in that plastic. So yeah, we can get these done pretty easily. And here's our second bottle. That one is grapefruit essence. Boy, my shop's gonna smell great. All right, twist it up. First one came out real clean. Let's see how we do on this one. Let's move that vise back just a smudging. Eyeball good enough, and just touch it down, get a little wiggle, and boop, down through. All right, so that's pretty clean. And I made use of my soft jaws and squished down on a very fragile part. And the hole is clean. I'm going to deburr it with a router burr. And then the piece that's coming off of there, I'll show that to you. But it makes a real clean cut and makes a real clean hole in plastic without tearing it up. And more importantly, it's a very round hole. Alright, so let's get these cleaned up and stick those plastic plugs in there and stick a fork in this project. It's done. And here we are, we're back. And I've already got a cap in this one. I've deburred them. I just use a simple router burr. And I'll show you a close-up again of those pieces that came out. You can see they're pretty much full diameter. And they just made a very simple curly cue up the sides. You can see it just cuts on the outer edge. Leaves the very center intact. It was a little wiggly going down as you saw earlier. But no, they came out clean. And the plastic caps that go in, they fit very tight. And I think the wifey poo is going to still need my assistance. But you have to press in pretty firmly to get the plug to snap in. But they go in good and they don't come out. They're smooth and a little elegant looking. So hopefully they match her decor in all her bathrooms. So now you will continue to hear the sound of, damn it, give me some soap, cascading throughout my home every time I need to go wash my hands inside the house. But there's two of them done. And I'm going to go down to the house and see if she's got any more. We've got a grapefruit essence. And we have a, what's this one? Oh, aloe vera with vitamin E and moisturizers. And like I say, she's got a 55-gallon drum of some other stuff she wants to refill these with. That's my kind of sink there. My bread and butter, I can dispense as much as I want. It doesn't take batteries. It takes stand power. And that's what my sink always looks like. And this is what my sink in the house would look like if I continue to wash my hands in the house. Always with the water-based solvent. That's the SAX from LPS. Great stuff. And it tears up your hands a little bit. I just give it a little spritz on some oil or grease, and you can feel it get really soapy as soon as it hits the oil. And it takes off all the heavy stuff, then follow it up with a little bit of Zep. And sometimes with some Scotch-Brite on the hands. And maybe even a wire brush. But yeah, sometimes I get pretty hard on my hands just to get them clean before I get in the house. So my sink in the house doesn't look like that. But it's always wonderful to have a sink out in the shop. And these little cheap wash tub stations are awesome. So I'm going to run these back in the house. And this honeydew list is over. See you next time. It was a little different than my normal settings, but yeah, here we are. And there they are. So that's been refilled with the flavor du jour or whatever she wants to stick in it. All right, stick it in there. it's got batteries in it. Okay, nothing. Maybe it needs to prime. That ain't much. That's what I'm saying. Damn it, give me some soap. Let's get another. Oh, now we're getting the white stuff. Oh, that's more. The soap is thinner, so I get more soap. And the hits just keep on coming. That's actually kind of awesome. A double hit's enough soap for me to wash my hands. So, yeah, that's good. So all's well that ends well, as long as you don't, stick your hand in front of it. Stupid sensors. So, yeah, we're happy with that. As happy as I can be with these stupid dispensers around the place. Let me clean that real quick. It didn't activate. Nice. Okay, everything's all cleaned up. You can see how clean our sinks are in the house. And we try to save that by cleaning our hands out in the shop. All right, all's well that ends well. See you next time.